because there was only 4 books today. And this book that we are going to start reading today is called
Cross
How about I talking this now? The Cross Country Race. Okay? Does anybody know what a cross country race is? What that means?
It means like you're racing and you're kind of going like you're going across the country.
You're going across the country racing.
You start at the beginning of the country, then you run to the end.
Okay, but really,
and you have to run over water.
Oh, not necessarily. No, a cross country race, I think in that case right here, just means that they're running a long ways.
Yeah,
okay?
a mile.
Maybe
My
a mile or
mom,
more.
I kind of know what this means because my mom does racing.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. All right. Well, wow. There's a lot of runners in here. Parents. Okay. I'd like you guys to take a look at the first page, and we are going to go through a couple points that we've talked about. Okay? We're going to go through a couple points that we've talked about. The first thing that I want you to notice is you're going to have some dialogue or some quotation marks on that very first page. And what does that mean to us when we see those? Jacob, what does that mean? Somebody's talking. So what do we need to do with our voice?
Change it.
Change it so that we know that there's someone close to you, or in our head we know someone's talking. All right, and go ahead and keep going. The next thing I want to point out on the next page is that we've talked about some phrasing. So I want you to notice. Here's the beginning of this sentence. Where's the end of this sentence? Everybody point with your finger. Where's the end of this sentence? At the very end of the next page. So this is one of those instances where our eyes are going to be, just like when we should be reading every time, our eyes are going to be in front of where our mouth is, right? And we're not going to stop at the end of each line. Should we practice that quickly? Let's practice that together. Ready? Oh, when I say ready, we'll read together. And we're not going to stop at the end of the line. We're going to keep going. Ready? Go.
Every day the children ran over the grass, up the hill, behind the trees, behind the fence, around the court, past the school, across the playground, and all the way back to the start.
I like how you guys kept going, and I could tell your eyes were in front of your mouth. The very next thing, I'm going to have you turn a couple more pages. So you're on page 8 and 9.
That's a good job.
And what do you notice? Maybe you already noticed it. Elijah, what do you notice about the word go, Elijah?
It's bold, and you're supposed to say it.
All right, it's bold, and that helps us. So you're not going to say, go, said Mr. James.
You say, go.
Absolutely.
Well,
go, said Mr. James.
Supposed to take a gun and shoot it up in the air.
Oh, for the beginning of the race, you mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes they do that. Yep. Let's practice this right here.
They don't want to
okay?
do it with hits in case the bullet hits them when it comes down.
There's no bullet in those guns. Yeah, that's to be safe. Let's go ahead and read this page together so that we can get a good idea of how to say it. Ready? Here we go. It says, on your mark, get set, go! Said Mr. James to class after class. Good, you guys. Here's what I'm going to have you do now. I'm going to have you start at the beginning, and I'm going to do our fluency check like we did last week Monday with each of you. So I'm going to rotate around. While I'm doing that, it's your job to whisper read. And there's 3 things that we're working on. First thing, our eyes are in front of our mouth. Second thing, if we see any bold words, we know how we're going to say it. And the third thing is if you see any quotation marks or dialogue, what are you going to do? You're going to switch your voice. You knew it already. Great. What do I do if I'm finished reading it? Go back and reread it.
I had to do that 5 times.
Okay. And remember, you guys, it's not a race to get through the book, but we're practicing our very best reading, right?